Hey everyone! Today we're going to talk about how to do some patent research. Patent research is actually really awesome. It's really cool to go online and pull up patents and sort of look at the pictures that are included and read the descriptions and see what they're all about. But it is also a little bit difficult. So if you have invented something or are going to invent something, you always need to do patent research first to make sure that no other patents exist for that item already. And there are actually patent attorneys and patent researchers who you pay to do this because it's a complicated process to do correctly. And when it comes to your own invention, you don't want to do it incorrectly because you want to protect your invention. But as a student or just as somebody who's interested, you can research patents, and it's pretty fascinating to do so. So if you're doing this for your own invention, I suggest that you seek professional assistance. If you're doing this just for academics or just for personal interest, it's fine to give it a go on your own. So first of all, what is a patent? A patent, according to the USPTO, which is the United States Patent and Trademark Office, a patent is something you get for an invention. It's a grant of a property right to the inventor. And generally, the term for a new patent is 20 years, so it protects your item for 20 years. And then there are also exceptions and ways that people can extend it and all that. You can get patents three different types. There's a utility patents, which is for anyone who invents or discovers new or useful process, machine, article of manufacture, etc. There's design patents, which is for anyone who has invented a new original or ornamental design. And then there's plant patents for anybody who invents or discovers any kind of variety of plant. So how do you search for patents? So there is a website called Google Patent, which I recommend using because it is the easiest to use, especially for a beginner to patent research. There is the USPTO actually has their own website, which is the very best one to use for accuracy, but it is very difficult to use for a beginner because of the interface is a little bit hard to navigate. Google Patents is much simpler for the average person to look through and to explore, and it can be a great place to start. So if you're doing really serious patent research, you might want to start at Google Patents and then move over to the official patent website. But for the average person, Google Patents is just a fine place to start. So I have a patent pulled up here so you could see what one looks like. This is a patent for one of the components of the Nintendo Switch. So this is what a patent would look like. Okay, it has what it's called. It has an abstract that kind of describes what it is. It usually has images included. And then on the side, you can see it tells you who currently owns the patent and who invented it. And then scrolling down, there's descriptions and all this kind of legal writing about the product. So I'm going to click on a picture just so you can see, because the pictures are kind of fun to look through, honestly. It's really cool to look at the drawings and schematics that are included with patents to see exactly how they were sort of presented to the patent office. And so here's some of the pictures for this. I've actually seen people use these schematics as posters and decorations for the room. It's kind of a cool thing to go find an old patent image for something and like the original Nintendo system or something and kind of blow it up and put it on your wall. But that's besides the point. Back to the important stuff. Um, so this is what a patent looks like. And so the description is here. You can see how long it is. It's really long. Look how much words are in the description of this product. That's because a lawyer wrote this up as a way to protect this patent for this company. They didn't want there to be any loopholes. So it's extremely wordy. So I'm going to go to the bottom just to show you what the next section after the description looks like. Look how long it is. My goodness. Here's all these blue links. These are the patent citations. So these links will take you to other patents which are being referenced to within this patent. So this is a great way to find other patents that are sort of connected in some way to yours. So if you find a patent that's close to what you're looking for but not quite right, you can go down to the blue links and scan them to see it. The one that you're looking for might be linked right in here, and it might be easier for you to find it that way. So this is what a patent looks like. I want to show you how to find one, and it is not as easy as you might think. Patents are difficult to find online for the average person because nowhere in the name, nowhere in the patent does the name of the item usually appear. So we know that this is a Nintendo Switch, but nowhere in the patent does it say the words Nintendo Switch. So if you go to the patent website and you type in Nintendo Switch, it's not going to come up because they usually don't have a name, they have a description. So when you write a patent, you're usually describing your product, you're not naming it. So you can see that this one that we're on here is just named game controller. There's going to be, hundreds of thousands probably of patents for game controllers, but how do you find the one for the Nintendo Switch game controller? If you type Nintendo Switch into the patent search, it's not going to find it. And the reason it's not going to find it is because the patent itself doesn't actually say the words Nintendo Switch. All of the things that are coming up here right now, when I typed in Nintendo Switch, these are not the Nintendo Switch patents. These are patents from other companies or organizations which have simply referred to the word Nintendo Switch in their patents. They probably said something like game controller similar to Nintendo Switch, or however they would say it. So these patents actually are not the Switch. So how do you find a patent that you're actually looking for? Well, you can start some keyword lists to try to describe the item yourself. Like if you figure out that it is a game controller, you can type in game controller, and then you can start to narrow it down by the company name and even the inventor's name if you know. So you can see one of these results here is Nintendo, so I would know I'm getting close to the ones I want. So that's kind of one way to do it. The easier way to do it, especially for beginners, is just to go out into Google and just see, what is the patent number for Nintendo Switch or whatever item you're looking for. When you click enter, a lot of times somebody else has already sort of asked this question, and you can kind of jump to the number from here. So you could see that this article is saying here's all the patent numbers for the Nintendo Switch. So you can just copy one of those actually, and you can take it over to Google Patents, paste it in, click enter, and then it's gonna pull up that patent, and you can see this is the Switch patent that I was looking for. So it's kind of a hack, but you can just Google what is patent for. You can see I did it for the Kindle as well. The Kindle is an e-reader from Amazon, and if I type Kindle into the patent search, it doesn't find the patent for the Kindle because nowhere on the Kindle's patent does it say the word Kindle. They don't name it, they describe it. And so it would be described probably as an electronic book reader. So I can type that in and see if I can find it that way. I would be looking here for Amazon, so you could see this one's from Amazon. This is a patent for the page turner function on electronic book reader. So I could keep looking. Here it is, look, Amazon Technologies, handheld electronic book reader device. So try to describe your item in the search instead of naming it, because you can see this doesn't ever actually say the word Kindle. So searching Kindle isn't helpful. And then, of course, again, the other thing you can do, which is, it's kind of like a shortcut, I guess, but you can just go out into Google and just say, what is patent number for Kindle? And you can see if it will tell you. So you can see right here, it gives me the number. I can copy that and go paste it into the patent website. Okay, so that was a little lesson on patent research. It can get a little bit complicated, so you do have to kind of persevere and do a lot of thinking of keywords and going backwards and going forwards and hopping around from link to link. It's definitely not an A to Z process. You've got to really use your critical thinking skills to sort of hunt down the patents for what you're looking for. But it is worth it. Patent research is pretty interesting, and it's pretty cool to look things up and see what these things that you use in your everyday life, what they look like. Patent. One fun one. I'll end it with this. This is something that people enjoy usually. Toilet paper holder. And this answers that question that people always ask. They always want to know if you should have your toilet paper roll over or under. And if you go to the patents for toilet paper, you can see that they usually are drawn with it as over. So to answer the age-old question of which way should the toilet paper roll go, you can see, according to the patents, it should go over. All right, so have fun with your patent research, everyone. And as always, let me know if you have any questions or need any help. Bye.